Hello everyone, I hope everyone is safe and doing good. Welcome back to my channel Trick or Treat with Mathematics. So in today's video, we will be seeing in depth about additive identity and multiplicative identity as a concept and how it is applicable for whole numbers. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video. Let's see the additive identity of a whole number. What happens when we add 0 to a whole number? Before that, let's take a day-to-day example. So there are 12x with you. So I'll just put here, there are a dozen x, is it? 12x. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12x with you in a box. So this has 12x. What if I add no x to this 12x? As in, you have a box, you have 12x, and I don't want to add any egg. As in, I am not adding any egg. What happens in that case? Or else, take another example wherein I have a box, an empty box with no x, and I would like to add 12x to that box. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what happens in this scenario? There are two cases here. First, there is a box that has 12x, and then I don't want to add any x to this box. What will happen? And the second scenario is, there is an empty box and I want to add 12x to that box. What will happen after that? In both the cases, the answer remains 12 only, because ultimately you have 12x, and in the first case you are not adding any x to 12x. That means the number is still the same. So in this box we have 12x in total, right? Now what happens if you take an empty box and if you add 12x to that box, you get the result as 12x only, because we are adding 12x in that box. So ultimately the result is nothing but 12 in this case also. That means we are adding 12 here and we are adding 0 here. 0 is nothing but there is no x in this container and we are not adding any x. The value in this first case is 12 itself, because the value, total number of x does not change when we add 0. This is the additive identity. 0 is called the additive identity, and here, even though we add 0 to any value, any whole number or any value for that matter, the identity, the value will not change. It will remain the same. Here this is the reverse, because addition is commutative property. Here we are having 0 and here we are adding 12x to an empty box. That means 0 plus 12 is also 12. So in short, we can say that 12 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 12 is equal to 12. Here you can clearly observe that the value is not changed even though we add 0 to this number. This is the property called additive identity of whole numbers. That means in short, we can say that no matter what the whole number is, if we add 0 to that whole number, the value of that whole number remains the same. That means if we add 8 and 0, we'll get 8 only as answer. Okay. Now we can say that if a is a whole number, then A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. And here 0 is the additive identity. And please note that 0 is the only whole number. When added to any other number, the identity, the value of that number doesn't change. So this is the additive identity. Okay, now let's see a few examples. If I tell A as 10,000 here, if I add 10,000 plus 0, answer is what? 10,000 only. If I add 0 plus 10,000, what is the answer? 10,000 only. So we know that 10,000 is equal to 10,000, and the final answer is also 10,000 because A is 10,000. So this proves the additive identity. One more. 25, very easy one. 25 plus 0 is 25. Any number when added to 0 is always that number. 0 plus 25 is nothing but 25. So 25 is equal to 25. So answer is 25. So this proves that additive identity of a number 0 when added to whole number is still the same number. Now let's see multiplicative. What happens if we multiply a number by another number? That means we are repeatedly adding that number so many times so that we'll get one result, right? So in this case, what happens if we multiply a number by 1? For example, what happens if I multiply 2 by 1? I'll get the answer as 2 only because 2 is repeated only once, right? Now again, what happens if I multiply 25,000 into 1? The answer is 25,000 only because I am repeating 25,000 only once. And if you take the opposite way also, 25,000 will be big, so I am taking 1 into 2. What happens if you multiply 1 2 times? That means you are adding 1 2 times, right? Repeated addition. Answer is 2. What happens if you multiply 1 5 times? You are adding 1 5 times. So the answer is 5. So this is nothing but multiplicative identities concept. That means no matter what the number is, if you multiply the number by 1, any whole number by 1, you will get the same result as the number multiplied. That means, as we have seen in the additive identity, that if we add 0 to any number, the identity of that number will not change. In the same case, if we multiply 1 to any number, the identity of that number will not change. That is the reason we call 1 as multiplicative identity. So, when you multiply a number by 1, it will still be the same number. In short, if A is a whole number and you multiply A by 1, then A into 1 is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. This proves that the identity of the number will be intact even though we multiply that number by 1. Okay. Now let's see a few easy examples. A has 353. Here A is 1 into 353. That means 1 repeated 353 times. We will be adding 1 in 353 times. So the answer is 353 only. And 353 is repeated once. So the answer is 353. So if you, from here you can say that 353 is equal to 353. So it is satisfied. Right? In the same way, if we take 99999, if you multiply 1 by 99999, you get 99999 only. But if you multiply 99999 by 1, you also get the same result, 99999. So that means you know that 1 into A is equal to A into 1. So this is the concept of multiplicative identity of a whole number. So I hope you understood the concept of additive and multiplicative identity taught in this video. So if you like my video, I request you to please like, share and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell notification down below so that you will never miss an update from me. So if you have any questions from the video, please feel free to reach out to me via my email address located in the description box below. So until then, I hope you have a safe day and a wonderful week ahead. The puzzle of the day and the previous puzzle solution will be as follows. Bye.